Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a crucial skill for anyone in data-driven roles, from business analysts to data scientists. It's an interview question that really tests your ability to bridge the gap between technical insights and practical business decisions. How would you explain complex data to stakeholders with non-technical backgrounds? This isn't just about how well you understand the data, it's about how effectively you can empower others to understand and act upon it. Explaining complex data to non technical stakeholders. When I'm faced with the task of explaining complex data to non technical stakeholders, my approach always begins with a fundamental principle. I need to know my audience and truly understand their objectives. Before I even consider which chart to use or how to phrase a finding, I ask myself, what specifically does this stakeholder care about? What decisions are they trying to make based on this information? And what's their existing level of familiarity with the subject matter? For instance, a marketing director will naturally gravitate towards customer acquisition costs and campaign ROI, while a finance vice president will be laser focused on profitability margins and budget adherence. Tailoring my message to their what's in it for me, their primary interest and motivation, is absolutely crucial to getting their buy-in and attention. Once I have a firm grasp of their focus, my next step is to translate the complex data into simple, actionable insights and always emphasize the so what. This means I ruthlessly avoid technical jargon. Instead of launching into explanations about p-values or gradient boosting algorithms, I explain the implications of those findings in plain language. For example, if a sophisticated model identified a specific customer segment, I wouldn't spend time detailing the model's architecture. Instead, I'd say something like, our analysis shows that customers in Group A, who tend to reside in urban areas and frequently purchase specific product types, are experiencing a 20% higher churn rate than our average customer. This finding means we urgently need to implement a targeted retention strategy for this specific group, perhaps through personalized offers or enhanced customer service outreach. My aim is always to directly link the data to a tangible business problem and a clear potential solution. To achieve this essential clarity, I rely heavily on visualizations, but with a strong emphasis on simplicity. You won't see me presenting cluttered dashboards packed with dozens of metrics. I much prefer clean, uncluttered charts, often basic bar charts, clear line graphs, or straightforward pie charts that each highlight one core message. I make sure to use intuitive labels, consistent and meaningful color schemes, and I often add annotations directly onto the visual to draw immediate attention to the most important data points. Truly, a well-designed picture can communicate volumes more effectively than 1,000 data points in a spreadsheet. Beyond just visuals, I firmly believe in telling a compelling story with the data. Raw data by itself is just a collection of numbers, but when you weave those numbers into a narrative, starting with the business problem we're addressing, moving into what the data reveals, and concluding with clear recommendations or next steps, it becomes far more engaging and memorable. I always structure my presentations to begin with the business question, then present the relevant findings that directly answer it, and finally, clearly outline the actionable recommendations that stem from those findings. Finally, I always ensure my communication style is interactive and iterative. I never just present information and leave. I make sure to present my findings and then, crucially, open the floor for questions, actively listening to any concerns or points of confusion. I'm prepared to adapt my explanation on the fly if something isn't quite landing, and I'm ready to go one layer deeper if they explicitly ask for more detail. However, I always start at the highest level of abstraction, only drilling down into technical specifics if they're genuinely prompted. Ultimately, my goal is to empower non-technical stakeholders to make confident, informed decisions by clearly communicating the essence and practical implications of complex data rather than overwhelming them with its intricate technical details.